I am Suchitra Tipse. I'm a mother to a 12-year-old child who was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. That diagnosis was done at the age of 3 when I was working as a professional in HR field. Sooner I got to know that there are some difficulties that Siddhant is facing on a day-to-day basis. I quit my job and started working for him with regards to getting him into the mainstream. It so happened that I came across All Star as a forum for autism. First, the idea of a parent working with a child in a close scenario was very new, and I was really not comfortable working with it. I was like, me as a parent, what would I add to my child's total growth? Because I didn't know anything about it. Bringing up a normal child was a different thing, and bringing up a special child was something that was really very difficult for me to understand. Slowly, I started being a part of All Star. We mothers used to come down every morning and start our day with the kids, and gradually it turned out to be a very good option for my child and me as well. Basically, it so happened that areas which Siddhant was not very comfortable working with, we got to know that these particular areas need to be tapped. Now we have a particular format wherein we work with. It's called the MDPS format, wherein we have certain goals that are age-appropriate goals which are mentioned. So we focus on those goals which are nearest to what our child can achieve. Each child is different with his or her disability. We try to focus on those goals which are too near to the child. For example, if it is a brushing activity that is to be considered, then how well my child can do the activity as an individual on his own without minimum of assistance is what we are looking at. I'm giving you an example of brushing because that's a basic activity that every parent needs to look at when a child grows. So slowly with activities that we perform here on a day-to-day basis, we got to know that Siddhant lacks in XYZ area in the brushing field. Like for example, his hold was not proper, his grip was not proper, he was unable to open his mouth properly, wherein putting the brush was again a sensory issue for him. Brushing activity, the movement, the coordination of holding the brush and moving it across was also not very appropriate. So slowly we started working on each particular field of this. We picked up this particular task of brushing was again divided into subtasks. So first activity was to make him hold the brush properly. Then the movement was taught to him. Then the coordination of the movement looking into the mirror, which was not happening earlier, was taught to him. So gradual inputs were given to Siddhant, and we worked upon it in a total day-long activity. So the brushing part was not only a brushing session per se, we worked it as a tabletop activity as well. A tabletop activity is where you sit with the child on one-on-one basis and introduce it to him, like what it is, what it is to be brushed, why it is to be brushed. So there are picture exchange that we do with. A picture is taken into consideration, a picture is shown to the child that these are the days wherein these are the time of the days wherein we do this particular activity. So may it be with brushing or any other activity. Here we have a scheduled activity for the child. We follow a typical schedule. Similarly, this kind of a schedule is also followed by the child at home. So, if a child starts his day with brushing, then the next schedule, then the picture is added to a schedule wherein the second part is having bath, then having his breakfast, then getting ready to school. So, all these activities are formatted in a schedule type and are presented to the child. Similarly, we do the same kind of a schedule activity here. For example, in school, we start our day with the prayers. We have an assembly. Then we have a aarti session. The kids go for a walk. After the walk, the kids go for shopping. All these activities, if you go have a look at, are framed in such a way that the child is made to have his social existence very clear. See, because a child with autism is really not thorough of what he is to the society, what he will be as a part to the society. So these activities help him to somehow form a correlation between himself as an individual and the society altogether. I know it's a pretty, not a difficult, but a task which will take a lot of a time to have the child to get into the mainstream to the perfect level. But yes, slowly and steadily, whatever we are doing, throughout the day and throughout the whole schedule that we have been following all these years. Now almost I'm here with All Star for say 6 years. 6 years has given me a lot of growth. Me as an individual has also grown. You know, when you come to a phase wherein you get to know that your child is something different from the other child. There is a phase when, as a parent, you feel there's a setback to yourself. You don't know, you're lost totally. That what it is going to happen to you and your child. But a forum like this, wherein you have parents coming in all together, you share your sorrows. See, the line is that we have, all of us have child who's with some kind of difficulty level, but we are comfortable with it. We are ready to have achieve that difficulty, overcome that difficulty, and be a part of the society. It has given me, myself, and the other parents who are working here a lot of confidence. We are now comfortable enough to move around with our child in the society. No longer we have that kind of a pain that, oh my god, I have to take my child to a wedding, oh my god, I have to take my child to a restaurant. No, we are pretty comfortable. With the group that we have, we form a group, we go out together, we have fun with our children, we have fun ourselves. So that part of the life which was lost because we had a special child is now no more there with us. Whatever it is, we are happy with it and we are enjoying with our children. We have a good time again and totally a very happy autism life we are enjoying.